Hey, designers. It's time to go, go, go. All right, let's look at how we start a laser cut. Open up Adobe Illustrator, and you're at the point here where you need to just create the right file type. So you're going to go to File, New. The most important thing is that you start with the right color. So always go to Basic RGB, okay? It'll change all these width and height sort of things. This probably is looking like that. What you want to do is expand it and just make sure that color mode says RGB. At this stage now, you want to type in what your actual piece of wood size is, minus 10 mil. So if your wood is here width 300, you'd actually type in 290. And if your height maybe is 125, you type in 115. Press OK. Notice how it's changed the profile to custom. You don't have to go back to basic RGB or it will reset your sizing. You just have to do that at the very first when you start it up so that you don't end up with the wrong color mode. Now that should look like your piece of timber. If it doesn't, stop and start over. What I'll show you in this video, now you can make any different drawing tools or use, if you hold over, you can see the different types of things that you can create yourself. I'm going to show you though how to place an image that you got from the internet and get that in the right color mode. So you want to go File, Place, and I've got my little surfer dude. Ooh, one thing I didn't show you there, let me show you again. Too quick. If you go to File, Place, probably in yours you'll have the link box ticked. If you place that, it won't actually place the image, it'll just place a link, and when you take it to the cutting desktop, it'll lose the image and the link, so you have to have that not ticked. We then just left click, it'll place the image. At this stage, don't worry about the size and that sort of stuff. You just want to go up to Image Trace. It doesn't look like it's done anything, so press Expand. Now you can see that it sees it as these different nodes or dots. Three main boxes that you need to make sure are correct for laser cutting. You've got the first box, which is your fill box, and that's none. So you'll see it will go from being a black fill to none. Now I've got the lines. Now I'm looking at, okay, that's what's actually going to get cut out. If I want that outline to be cut straight through, you're going to RGB red. If you hold over the color, just double check that you do have RGB colors before you go much further. The last thing that you need to set is the stroke. So a laser only sees the line if it's the right thickness. So the thickness that we need is 0.01. Press enter. This is the selection tool up here. And if you click out, then you see what you're left with. What you're left with here, and you'll get used to the thickness of the line, but I've got my outline cut, okay? At the moment, if I click into it, it's all connected as one. So when in doubt, right click, and I want to ungroup. What I'm trying to get rid of is this outside box. You can see now it's connected, it's ungrouped it, but the only things it didn't ungroup was that and that. I still have this outside box that's connected with that. And if you move it, you can see that for some reason, I'm still not quite sure, it doubles up. So I've got the outside and I've got that traced, but it doubled up. So I can delete that and still end up with the right one. I'll zoom in and I'll show you how this section, you can see the red is slightly different there. It's doubled up as well. So if I grab that one and bring that out, you can see that the darker red is the double up. So delete that. We can move that. You might be asking, well, why do I have to delete all these double ups? It'll cut over that line twice. So you'll end up with it burnt more than it should be because you're cutting over that same line twice, and it'll take twice as long. So definitely delete the double up. If I want to go back to viewing my full size, go to View, Fit All in Window. Now I've got my actual dude. If you hold the Shift key, I'll move him or her, sorry. I'll move the surfer up to that corner. If I hold the Shift key and drag a corner, it keeps the same ratios, right? Instead of getting it dragged out too wide one way or not the other. And I've got my full, image that's been traced. It's in red, so it'll cut through on the piece of wood that I've actually got. The next thing you might want to do is add some text. So if you come over here and type in your text. Now again, the text is the same thing when it comes to colors. At the moment it's in black fill, so I want to take that fill out. And instead of cutting through the text, I want to go over to engrave. So pick your blue. The stroke, we'll get back to 0.01. Go to your selection tool and click out. Now you can right click and change your size. You can also change your font. Find a font that might look all right. That one there looks good to me. Sweet. Now you can move it. And let's rotate it. So we've got it there. And get it down in there. All right, nice. At this point, you've got your image, you've got some text, and you've got your red and blue colors. Hopefully this gets you started, and again, just be creative. This is your chance to get as much detail in your project as you like, because the laser is very, very accurate. Thanks for watching the video. I know you've already subscribed, so thank you very much. Leave me some comments and have fun. See ya.